Well, good morning, friends. I'm Sylvia, the crafty old lady. Over the weekend, October 23rd, I believe it was. Actually, it was the 22nd. It was Sunday, 22nd or 23rd. My husband and I drove to Ithaca, New York, and we wanted to go to the Friends of the Tompkins County Public Library book sale. We used to go quite often before 2020, and this is the first time we've gone since, the pandemic. This is a map and a directory of where all the books can be found, and I always gravitate to field guides and nature books and the children's corner. I did not see any little golden books there this time, and I wasn't interested in any of the other books. I don't like to give my little grandbabies used books unless they're like pristinely clean or from people I know. So I didn't get any of that stuff, but this is what I did get. I got an Audubon Land Bird Guide. Now there's not a lot of pictures, but I thought I could take whatever pictures I wanted out of here, and then I could use the rest of it as an altered book or something like that, or just as a decoration. I was thinking about taking this off, but I think it's actually glued to the book, so I probably won't do that. And same thing with this, Families of Birds. I can take whatever pictures out I want. It looks like there's pictures on just about every page. I can use it as a decoration, use it to fussy cut the birds out, or as a altered book. And then this was just a little book that caught my eye, A Walk in the Woods. It's Rediscovering America on the Appalachian Trail. So I thought that might be interesting to read. And then I found these three great books, The Feeder Watcher's Guide to Bird Feeding. And I'm not going to cut this book up. I'm going to keep it as reference for myself. And same as this, Attracting Birds and Butterflies and Other Backyard Animals, Wildlife. I'll make sure that, though, whatever I do plant is native. I don't want to start planting any non-natives in the yard. And then we have the Hummingbird book, Complete Guide to Attracting, Identifying, and Enjoying Hummingbirds. Now where I live, we basically have one hummingbird, and that is the ruby-throated hummingbird. But occasionally we get a rufous hummingbird, which is crazy because they're from out west. But inside the book, one of the books, I found this, which I thought was interesting. Sapsucker Woods Sanctuary Trail Map. Maybe someday we could go back and go on this trail. Look at these are all the birds that you can find there. I have a son that lives in Brooklyn, and he loves bird watching too, so I'm going to let him know about that. There's also a New York State bird watching trail, and then this was just a bookmark that was in there. In one of the books my husband got, he found this little library card thingy, so he gave it to me, and I'll be able to use that in one of my journals. And then I have some pictures of the waterfalls that we also visited while we were there, and there's my husband took a shot of me, or 2 shots of me, waiting in line to get into the library book sale. They only allow a certain amount of people in, so you have to wait until some people leave sometimes if it's crowded. And then my beautiful little doggy, Dobby. So I'm going to just kind of, I'll probably maybe use this in there too. I'll make a library card pocket, and I'll put the bookmark in there. Even though this really didn't have anything to do with our visit, I thought it was a cool find, and I want to keep it so I can remember it, remember to actually go someday. There's the map of it. So I'm going to just document with the pictures and this. I'll probably just write something on that. And yeah, I think I might actually take a picture of the books I got too. Yeah, I think I will, and I'll include that. And then I also did get some leaves from the waterfall, and I will put those on somehow, or some of them at least. Alright, so I have decided to cut this guy bending over out of this picture. So I'm going to do that. And I think I might cut down some of the others also in here. Cut right off of there, because I don't need him bending down in my picture. I don't know who he is. So yeah, my husband and I took turns going in because we didn't want to leave the dog. I think I'll just go ahead and leave that one big. Maybe I'll just cut off some of the tree so it will fit on the page better. Yeah, these I printed out with no white border. I didn't even realize I had left that from another setting I had it on before. I didn't realize it. So yeah, I want to keep the door of the line and everything, so I'm going to just go ahead and leave it like that, even though it's bigger than that picture. And him we're just going to throw out. I thought I would also cut down this picture of Dobby a little bit. I don't want to cut his ear off. And I can put a nice little, I can mat it on something cute. And then I did end up taking this picture, and I'm just going to cut off a little bit of it on that side and a little bit on this side, because then it will fit on the pages better. And these I'm just going to leave as they are. And these are the ones that I'll definitely make sure I have well, you know, on the page prominently. So this is my next page. These are my next pages. So I thought, actually, maybe I will just cut off a teeny bit from each edge. That wouldn't hurt the pictures too much. So I think I will do that. Let's cut off two at a time and then make sure they're the same. Yeah, we're going to cut the pictures down just a teensy bit, because then I think they'll fit on the pages better. I'm not really cutting off that much, so I think it'll be fine. Let's see. I want to keep these people here because there's actually a little trail going up there. So I don't want to cut them off, but I don't mind cutting off some of the tree. So let's go ahead and do that. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you're all happy and healthy. And I just hope everybody's doing well. And I guess just cut off a little bit of each side on this one. Ding it with my fingernail. I can see where it needs to be cut. There. It's been so gloomy. You know, I have a video up of our trip to these falls, and I'll link it below. It's short, very short. It's like 3 minutes, and there's no talking. It's just a little bit of background music. But honestly, this year, our leaves did not get as beautiful as they usually do. And I think the gloomy weather also kind of made them not look so great too. So there is some fall foliage on there, but not quite as beautiful as I had hoped. I don't think actually probably would look better with some mounting on something. I've got some nice orange paper here from Dollar Tree. And so I think I will put, just like well, it's not going to be much. I'm just going to have a little sliver of orange around each picture, and I think that would look cute. So I'll do that off camera though. Alright, so I'm going to put this one on first. This is the North Rim Trail around the top of the, like the cavern, I guess, or cliff of the waterfall. This is Taganic State Falls State Park. This is Taganic Falls State Park, and this is the trail around the top. And this is, I don't know if you can tell, but you can see it in the background. It's like a big circle of like layered rock. So I'm going to put that one there. This waterfall is like a sheer drop of 214 feet, I think it was. And it just goes over the side of a cliff. It's very dramatic and very majestic and loud. So, and that was where we were walking along the rim. Now you can go all the way down to the waterfall, but we had our dog and we didn't want to accidentally, we didn't want him to accidentally get hurt, even though dogs are allowed. And then this is the falls right here. It just kind of falls off the side of the earth there. And the other one, the Buttermilk Falls, which I'll show you in a minute, is, you don't even have to get out of the car to see that one. This one here, you have to get out of the car to see it. We'll put that right there. This one is not as a drastic fall off a cliff. It's more like cascading down like steps. It looks like steps. And you can swim here in the summer. There's picnic tables all around. There's a parking lot over to the left over here, and bathrooms and a visitor center. And then all kinds of trails that you can go on. The dogs they have a dog swimming area too, which I thought was really neat. Although our dog doesn't like to get wet. And it would be, you can just drive right by it, and if you don't want to get out, like it was pouring rain, but we wanted to get out anyway. But if you just want to look at it, you don't even have to get out of the car. And there's conveniently a pocket here, which I did not plan. So I'm going to go ahead and put the information from, let's see, I'm going to fold it up like this and a little bit like this. The information from the book sale, I'm going to go ahead and put right in here in this conveniently made little pocket. And yeah, I wanted all the nature pictures, the scenic pictures, to be prominent in this, even though we really love the library book sale and our dog. So I'm going to come up with a library card pocket for these two things. And then this, I just have to figure out, this is a very cute picture that I'm not sure I want to cover up. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this picture in here, even though I cut it down. I'm going to keep this in here with, it doesn't have to be seen by anyone, but I want to have it in there. I just want a picture reference or remembrance. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and actually put these. Maybe I'll keep that one out. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this in there too, even though I trimmed it out. And this one. So I'll have those in there that I can look at. I'm going to put Mount Dobby on some orange. And we'll just put him there. And look it's a little fox. That's perfect. So let me get some more orange paper and we'll get that done. Alright, so this is how Dobby is looking on the page. I'm going to make my pocket, and then the last thing I'm going to do is put leaves on there somewhere, but I'm going to have to wait a few days. I have them flattening out in my press. And I have two kinds of library card pocket templates. This one and this one. And I think I'm going to go with this one because it's more traditional. And if it doesn't work out, I'll have to get some thinner paper. But let's go ahead and try this one. It's going to really cover most of the page, so it doesn't really matter too much what the page, the paper on the page looks like. But I mean, it should match because there's going to be a little bit left. So, and I have found that these are never perfect, and you still have to tweak them. Even though you think you're cutting them out perfectly, they're not. So, and then I have to see, it's going to look like that, and so I'm going to put contrasting paper on the top, or sometimes I put the same paper over it, but I think this time I want to try contrasting paper. And so now I'll round the corners and score. Sometimes if you score your folds, it works out better. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so I have my little scoring board here. We're just going to score where we would fold it. And that would be like right here. Actually, it should be a little bit over more. Right on the edge of, right in the corner of this right here is where it should be folding. So I need to move it over a little bit. The more exact you can get it, ooh, that's not exact either. The more exact you can get it, the better. And then same with this. Hopefully everything is square, because that's also important. So that's going to fold up like that. It looks pretty, might be off just a little bit. And then we're going to score, or fold where I scored on there. And I've got to do, yeah, that's the one. There's two score lines there. Got to figure out which one it was. And I can see where it dips down here, so I'm going to actually just cut that off a teensy bit, because I don't like that look. And should be good to go. And I just have to yeah, I like that better. So I've got 3 candidates. I've got 3 candidates for what I would cover this up, white part up with. It could be this yellow, this kind of burgundy color. No to that. And this kind of peachy color. And I think I'm going to cut a piece each of the peach and the yellow and make it look like this and see how, see which one I like the best. So we're gonna, so this would look like this. I'm not sure. Let's see how this one's gonna look. Maybe the burgundy one would look good. Oh boy, I'm not sure. One thing I am going to do is make a little notch right here. There. I think I'm going to go with the burgundy. It's more contrasting, and yeah, I'm going to go with the burgundy. It's settled. The burgundy it is. And I'll do this all off camera and come back and show you the results. Alright, so this is how the library card pocket looks on the page. And now I'm just going to put my library card in there, which I can journal on later. I don't think that's going to look good in there. It's too tall for that, so we'll have to figure out something else for that. Alright, well, I have finished this spread. The last thing I had left to do was add the leaves that we collected from the Ithaca Falls State Park and the Buttermilk Falls State Park. So this is the beginning of the trail of the North Rim that went around the top of the waterfall, and here you can kind of see through the trees. It's kind of layered. I mentioned this before. Layered rock all the way around the waterfall. And then one of these leaves that we put in there. And then over here, I covered up where I covered up the prongs of the brad with a little circle. And this is the Ithaca Falls, and this is the Buttermilk Falls. There. Then so on this page I decided to put the leaf on top of this. I didn't want to cover this up because I liked the picture so much, but I thought it'd be okay to do that because I can move it out of the way. And then inside the pocket I put the picture of the books I bought at the book sale and the map of the book sale. And then over here we have another leaf that's not really covering up our dog, but it moves around too. And then for that, I covered up the prongs with a little pumpkin circle. And then in the pocket, I decided to put the last leaf. I forgot to leave a spot to put a brad in, so I'm tucking that in the library card pocket with the pictures that my husband took of me standing in line to get into the book sale. And then I'll just put the leaf right in there, and then the library card that my husband found. I haven't journaled on it yet, but that's in that pocket too. And that's it for this spread. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're happy and healthy. And crazy thing is, this week we're going to have 70-degree weather again, which is so super fantastic. We're going to meet our son and grandson at the playground tomorrow. So that should be fun. And I just hope you are doing well and that you're happy and healthy, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.